was always there, right? It was always there. And I always came up with these lame brain ideas and I'd bore my dad with them or my wife and I'd tell him about these things. I'd tell my son about them because he'd listen and no one else would. And they never really worked out, right? It was always, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. I always had a couple little side jobs on the side. My wife had a hair salon, so that
Okay.
was cool. I
All right.
helped her run a little bit. I just, I changed the light bulbs for her and did what I could to help. I got my hair cut whenever she needed to fill the seat. So I did what I could to help her. And she taught me some things about small business as well. So you don't always learn everything from the experiences you think, right? So sometimes, she worked in a scenario where she had a lot of people coming in the front doors at her previous uh, places of employment, as front end administration and stuff like that. So she really knew how to handle people. She knew how to read people and treat people. And sometimes I would say things and she would come at me with total opposite. And then she would explain it and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. So I think, I'm really kind of like mellow and relaxed. And she's like a pit bull. She's Italian, so she's like an Italian pit bull. So I think sometimes I let a little bit of that rub off. But at the end of the day, I think it's just that, it's a symmetry that works out for us. And having that business that she had just kind of propelled us
Okay.
so that when the time came, like she was my biggest encouragement to get this business rolling. She saw that I was what I was doing for others, and she saw that, maybe I wasn't quite as happy as I could be. And and she always knew about all these ideas I had in the past. And one day she said to me, why don't you start your own supplement manufacturing? You can do it. And so I went to work and started writing a business plan. And that was October of 2023. And then April of 2024, I left, found a building and started building.